So folks, I'm Ed, this is backroadhero. Here we have a brand new playlist, 5 things. I'm going to, interesting facts that you may or may not know in no particular order. Since I launched the channel using the Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio, I did the full review on that. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I only found it fitting that I launched the 5 things playlist with the same car, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. So I hope you enjoy this. It's only just 5 random facts that you may or may not know. If you've anything else, please comment below. Well, let's get on with it. So, fact number 1. When the Quadrifoglio was launched in 2016, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, Ferrari, etc. were all under one roof, the FCA group. So it seemed only natural when they were going to design a car in record speed time, they would accumulate some of the previous experience and get together a team that knew what they were doing. A super saloon capable of over 190 miles an hour requires a fair bit of development. The chief designer was a guy called Marco Tencone. He started at Pininfarina and then moved on in the teams that designed the Maserati Alfieri and the Alfa 4C, amongst others. The chief engineer was Felipe Creef, and his previous experience was as one of the senior engineers on the Ferrari 458 Speciale. That incorporated active aero as well, so you can understand why some of that found its way into the Quadrifoglio. Fact number 2. It shares the same engine, the F154 unit, as the Ferrari 488, the California T, and the Maserati Quattroporte GTS, albeit with 2 cylinders knocked off. So if you take 2 cylinders off the 8-cylinder engine, which is 3.9 litres or 3855 cc's, if you divide that by 8 and multiply it by 6, you get 2891 cc's, which is exactly what we have in the Quadrifoglio. The car was designed in record time. Typically in the industry it takes about 4 years on average. This was all put together in just over 2 years. So it was natural that they would take existing technology or an engine that was already designed and introduce that into the Quadrifoglio. Obviously front engine, rear wheel drive, very, very well suited and very dynamically the same as the Ferraris. Fact number 3. In 2016, when it was launched, they went to the Nürburgring Nordschleife and they set a blistering pace of 7 minutes 39. They knocked the Porsche Panamera Turbo off its perch, and incidentally 7:39 is the same sort of time as a Ferrari 430 Scuderia, so this thing doesn't hang around. It's faster than a Bugatti Veyron, and obviously Porsche didn't like that. They went straight back in the Panamera and set a 1 second quicker lap time at 7:38. So the original time of 7:39 was set in a manual 6-speed car. Turns out the 8-speed auto is faster. It's obviously got a couple of extra ratios in there, making most use of the torque available. They went back and set a 7 minute 32 to be the fastest sedan or saloon around the Nürburgring Nordschleife. To give you some sort of idea how fast 732 is, it's faster than a Koenigsegg CCX and a Pagani Zonda F. It's faster than a 997 Porsche GT2 and 997 GT3 RS and the 991 Turbo S. Now, Porsche didn't like this. They went back and set a new time in the Panamera of 7 minutes 29.8. By this time, Jaguar had already been there in July 2019 with their XE, the Project 8. They sent a blistering pace of 7 minutes 23.16. But bear in mind, the Project 8 is a car that was made in very limited numbers, less than 300. It had a list price here in the UK of £150,000. So it just gives you some idea of how much value the Giulia actually is. But right now, the fastest four-door saloon around the Nürburgring Nordschleife is the 2020 model Mercedes AMG GT four-door GT63 S Fortmatic. There you go. There's a mouthful. It's currently 1500ths quicker than the Project 8 at 7 minutes 23.01. It's essentially just a four-door rebodied version of the AMG GT, and of course the black series of this is blisteringly quick round the Nordschleife. It sets a 6 minute 43, so it's way faster than its four-door brother. So the Alfa Quadrifoglio is faster than a Koenigsegg CCX, faster than a Pagani Zonda F, Porsche 997 GT2 and the GT3 RS and the 991 Turbo S. It sets similar times to the Porsche 991 GT3, the Audi R8 V10 Plus and the Porsche Carrera GT. Fact number 4. The Giulia Quadrifoglio is a daily driver, ticks all the right boxes. It's comfortable. It has got room comfortably for 5 at a push. You can put all your luggage in the back. But what makes it really special and economical to run is the fact that it's got cylinder deactivation. That all means that under certain conditions, when the engine's nice and warm, top 3 gears, 6, 7, 8, under low load conditions, etc., it will shut down half of the engine. It shuts down the right bank of cylinders, becomes a 1500 odd cc, a 3-cylinder engine. It manages that by having 2 ECUs, twin ECUs, so the other ECU takes over, and it basically, it's seamless operation, but you'll find that the fuel economy jumps from something like sort of mid-30s to nearly 50 miles per gallon. That's UK miles per gallon, by the way. In the US, that's slightly less than that. Number 5. It's the only sedan that currently uses an active front splitter. This means that above 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour, under certain conditions, in dynamic and race mode, whilst cornering, the car senses that it needs some extra downforce. It already produces downforce in normal configuration, but for a little bit of extra downforce, it deploys the front splitter. That gives more grip. So basically, in the straights then, it retracts the front splitter to reduce downforce and therefore drag to enable the top speeds of 190 miles per hour plus. So there you go. There's the first 5 things. Short video, but 5 interesting facts on the Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio. If you have anything else to add, please comment below. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so to the channel. More interesting stuff coming up. Thanks for sticking by. All the best now. Bye-bye.